always had a dream to pursue music. It started out with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on the violin, and as I grew, the dream grew more complex and diverse. I wanted to sing, I wanted to write, I wanted to play French horn and banjo. But from the first spark until now, the person behind the music has always been a storyteller. That's why I've always been so fascinated by music and film. I realized from a young age that film has the capacity to tell some of the most compelling stories, and in my opinion, the music has always been the most magical force behind some of the most captivating scenes. There are endless ways to score a scene, and possessing that emotional paintbrush allows the composer to tell stories in ways no one else can. This year, I worked harder than ever creating portfolios for the top universities in film scoring. They all had their difficulties, but the University of California has some of the most meticulous requirements, not to mention the added pressure of understanding what USC represents in the film music industry. USC has historically been the premier school for all things film. George Lucas, Robert Zemeckis, and Ron Howard are a few of their big names in Hollywood, and they are consistently ranked as the top school for film music specifically. They only let 20 students in a year, so I knew my chances were very, very slim. February came, and I was accepted into New York University and Pulse College. But NYU was outrageously expensive, and Pulse College didn't accept American loans. So by March, I had pretty much decided that I was going to take a year off and save for my master's. Then one day, I listened to a voicemail from an unknown number, and I had to quickly find a tree to hide my tears and shock as I realized that I had made it into USC's film scoring program. I feel so blessed to have this opportunity. It's like a whole new world of opportunities and doors are opening now that I never thought possible. So many of the composers that I've admired my entire life, James Horner, Thomas Newman, and Ludwig Göransson, they all got their start at USC. I intend to work with their same fervor to create the groundwork for my career this year. Now, I've been hesitant to ask for funding, but many people have told me to just put it out there because you never know who may want to help. And there's no denying that this is going to be the most expensive year of my life. It's going to be a hefty debt to swallow, but most definitely a worthy investment in my future. The bare cost of tuition for this one-year accelerated master's program is $56,000. Now, the school doesn't allow us to have graduate teaching positions because it's an accelerated program. I've been applying to private scholarships every week. So far, I've garnered $5,000. The remaining $51,000 has to be covered in student loans. It's been very difficult coming to terms with that amount of debt, but I am absolutely confident that this is the path God has for me, and I'm determined to make a career from this launching pad. Now, the last thing I want is for anyone to feel pressured to give. This is my journey, and I will see it through. I know things will work out. If you do feel moved to give, anything you invest in my future, I promise will make a huge difference, and I will be forever appreciative of whatever you choose to give. So thank you so much for your support and belief in my future. I will send you updates soon from Los Angeles.